Hello friends, welcome to Power BI tutorial. In my previous video, I explained what is query parameter in Power BI and how we can create parameters in Power BI. Today I will explain you how you can change database and server name dynamically using query parameters in Power BI. And you can view data for production or development in same report to select dynamic connections using query parameters. So see here, this is my production database details. Let's assume AdventureWorks DW 2017 is my production database name and desktop-AA7VULG is my server name. As you see here in my right hand side, this is my server name, and under that server I have two databases, one for production and other for development. So AdventureWorks 2017 I will use as my development server, and AdventureWorks DW 2017 I will use as my production database. As you see here, this is my production database, let's assume. And in next window, this is my development database details, AdventureWorks 2017. And here is simple select query, select st from COVID is my table name. And as you see here, this is table output. And here I have ID, country, cases, death, recover, and active columns. I am using same table in my production. See, this is result of my production table output, and columns names are same. But if you notice under country data, after my each country name, I added hyphen prod. So then you can easily identify which record is coming from production table and which record is coming from development table. And when you notice in development country data, there is no hyphen prod after country name, so you can easily identify records. Okay, in my case I have only one server name and I have two different databases for production and development. See here. Okay, and my table name and column names are same for both production and development, but records are different. Okay, so let's move to the Power BI file. So to creating parameters in Power BI, you have to click edit queries. See, under home tab you have edit queries option. Just click to edit queries, and when you click to edit queries, one Power Query editor window will be open as you see here. And under home tab we have one option, manage parameters. Just click to manage parameters and then click to new parameter. When you click to new parameter, one parameter window will be open as you see here. So firstly we will create parameter for server name. So just give name to your parameter. So here I give server name and then give some small description, select server name. Okay, fine. And in type drop down select text because my server name is in text format, and in suggested value select list of values. Reason behind, right now I have only one server name, but if you have multiple server name then select list of values. And now enter your server name here. So using select @ server name you can get your server name. So just copy your server name and paste your server name here. Okay, and then default value. So in my case I have only one server, so that's why I'm selecting desktop. If you have multiple select, so select that server which you want to connect by default. Okay, and in current value I'm selecting the same. Now we will create parameter for database. So just click to new and give some name for your database parameter. So in my case I'm giving database and give some small description, select database name. Fine. And in type drop down select text and suggested value select list of values because we have multiple databases. So firstly I'm copying my development server name, AdventureWorks 2017 is my development database name, so paste here. Then in second row I'm copying my production database name. Fine. Okay, so here I mentioned my both database details. Okay, now in default value I want to connect as a default with my development server. So I am selecting my development server name here, and in current value select the same, then click to OK. So when you click to OK, you will see two parameter has been created, one for database name and other for server name. So in database name, by default it is showing my development database name because I want to connect by default my development database. And when you click to drop down, it will show you production database name. See, AdventureWorks DW 2017 is my production database. Okay, and in server name I have only one server name, so when you click to drop down, it will show you only one server name. Okay, so always remember, by default I connect with my development database because I select my development database as a default database. Okay, AdventureWorks 2017. Fine. Now click close and apply. Now we will import data using direct query from SQL Server. Okay, so when you click to get data, then click to SQL Server, so it will show you some different window as you see here. Here we have drop down option under server name, and same under database we have some option. See, so firstly we will click server name drop down, and now it is showing some details. You want to connect with text and parameter or no parameter. So here for server name and database we created two parameters, so I want to connect with parameters, so just click to parameters. See, here you have drop down of your all parameter. So this is server name, so I select server parameters. Same for database, and click to parameters, and this is database, so select database. So remember here, by default it will be connected with my development database because I select development database as a default database. Okay, then click to direct query and copy query from here, and then paste. Click to advanced and paste here. Fine, then click to OK. Now it will load data, and as you see here, this is preview of my data, and instead of my database and server name, it is showing me parameters name. See, server name, this is my parameter name, and database is, this is my database parameter name. And by default it is showing me development data preview because I select development data as a default database. Okay, then click to load. It will take few minutes or few seconds to load according to data length. Okay, now data has been loaded successfully. Now we will create one visuals to display my data. So here I take table from visualizations panel, and here I am dragging country name and total cases. Fine, I am increasing font size for better visibility. So I click to grid, and then from here I am giving font size 20 pixel. Fine. So if you see here in country column details, it is showing China, India, Italy and Spain. And now see here in database, see, this is my product, this is my development database, and I am executing query. See, Spain, Italy, India and China. So this is my development data. Okay, because by default I select development data as my default database. Okay, so to check your parameter is working fine or not, just click to edit queries and then click to edit parameters. Now in drop down it is showing me two databases. Okay, one is AdventureWorks 2017, that is my development database name, and AdventureWorks DW 2017 is my production database. By default it is connecting with AdventureWorks 2017, and I have only one server name, so that's why by default it is showing server name is my current server name. Okay, so now I am changing my database name from development to production. So I select production database name and then click to OK, and then click apply changes. Now it is fetching data from production table. As you see here, ind-prod, italy-prod. If you see here in database, this is my production table data, and when I execute query C, and this is AdventureWorks DW 2017. So using parameter, you can easily change your connection string dynamically. So now I'm again switch to development database. So just click to edit queries and then click to edit parameters, and from here just select the database name dynamically. Suppose I'm selecting AdventureWorks 2017. This is my development database name, and then click to OK. See here, click to apply. See, this is my production database. Okay guys, so to using parameters, you can easily change connection string of your database or server name, and you can save your lots of time. You don't need to create same report for production connections and same report for development connections. So guys, hope you clear how you can change database and server name dynamically using query parameters. Thank you guys.